Max, start to back up.
Like his first yeah, he scored and I was like, okay.
What the flag is for? As it came from behind.
Well done, Henry. Get stuck in, Henry.
Yes.
Get stuck in, yes.
He's definitely better than me.
Keeper out of the box. Keeper last man. Foul on the play. How many reasons do you need?
2-1, baby. Let's go.
The other problems are the ones we have ourselves, okay? Where we try to play a nutmeg when we shouldn't, or we try to force a pass when we shouldn't. Keep to the processes, boys. Pin them, possess, penetrate.
I thought you were just doing math weird. I'm waiting.
Yes.
So tiny. He's a big person.
Point, hey. Ready.
Yeah, set.
This is the SC United Heat prep session for Soda City away.
How
about that?
SC United Heat.
Crossbar.
I'm Asher Quave Robinson. I'm 33 and I'm the head coach of the South Carolina Heat. At our level, it's a lot of recruiting. It's a lot of practice prep, game prep, tactical analysis. It is kind of an all-encompassing care of everything that goes around the team. I just love football. I love soccer. It's been what I wanted to do for a very long time. Since I was a kid, I wanted to play. And then when I was done playing, the natural progression was to be a coach, scout, recruiter. And so I've kind of kept following that path. Soccer saved me from a point in my life, I think when I was younger, when I was dealing with a lot of frustrations. I had a lot of learning disabilities when I was younger. People think it's weird for someone that maybe has done something at a high level, but I had to do a lot of therapies when I was a kid too, physical therapy and different things, because I had problems with my coordination and everything. And then when I got into middle school and things, I was in trouble all the time. I was suspended from school all the time. I was in fights all the time. I just had a lot of kind of built up anger and frustration. But when I had a soccer ball, it was kind of the first time in my life I could take all my frustrations and anger, and I not only fit in with everybody, but I excelled in it, and so it gave me a feeling of self-worth, and I could put everything maybe that I was putting into a playground fight into a soccer game. I approach every day, I think, very thankful for what soccer's done in my life, and I think my life would have been in a very different place if I hadn't started playing soccer. And my family is a big part of that too, with probably the longevity I had in soccer. My parents put a lot of time and energy into soccer. My dad and I was constantly training and playing soccer on the field as soon as I got into it, because he was a soccer coach before me. I think that's a big part of it too. I think me starting out was just a kid with a passion to play, and it took me out of some rough situations, and then the natural progression was to want to kind of help other players and people along with that same passion that we share. If there's no really relationship with the players or with my coaching staff, if it's all transactional, then at the end of the day, winning, losing, it won't mean as much. Yeah, I think probably my favorite part of the job is the relationships. It's very easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind of trying to win and trying to figure out how to win on this weekend, or how are we going to win this championship, or how am I going to set the boys up well for success this weekend. And we as a staff work very hard to do those parts of it, and it's a lot of conversations between ourselves and everything like that. When I see a player, break down a wall in their life, or that I know they've been struggling with something, and then they score a goal on the weekend and they go crazy and they're happy, and I see what that does for them in their life and in their and in themselves. That's probably like my favorite part about it. I think if I could give any advice to young players trying to make it in soccer, is I think align yourself with people that genuinely believe in you. And there's so many different teams around the world, college teams, professional teams. There's so many different academies that you can find a place where you're valued for who you are as a person and as a player. Really try to figure out who believes in you and who values you, and I think from there you can't make a wrong decision. When we don't have the momentum, how do we react as a group together? How do we react as individuals together? And if we react well as individuals and as a group during the bad moments in the game, I think we'll get through most games with a positive result.